God's with us. We know that it's hard, it's going to be harder than we think, but we know God's with us. They took me home. Next photo. This is my first wheelchair. I was less than 2 years old. And it was incredible. Gave me mobility. Next photo. This one just because I'm so good looking. Next photo. My mom fought for me to go to school. Sorry I missed the photo of me and my mom but as a baby, but this one is at school. In 1989, I was on national news as the first disabled integrated student in the whole education system of Australia, and since then many other disabled students were able to not be segregated but included. That's me in school, and when I was in school, I knew I had no arms and legs, but I didn't think it was such a big deal until kids teased me. And I asked my mom and dad, why did God make me this way? Thank you, that's good. Why did God make me this way? They said, we don't know, but God has a plan. I said, what's the plan? They said, we don't know, so ask him. So I'm reading my Bible, I'm like, so what's up? And you know, it says you have the faith of a mustard seed. I had an avocado seed of faith. And I would sometimes say, God, I don't understand these bullies. They're even not just mean people. They're ugly. It's like they think that I look weird, and I can say, well, I look weird, but you look ugly. I was like, God, these people are mean. I'm a nice guy. I don't judge people for how they look. You know that. People were not my friend because of how I look. Well, they just missed out on a good friendship. Because I knew if you judge people for how they look, you're gonna be the one that's missing out. And it was hard, man. God, give me arms and legs. Do you believe I prayed for that? Do you believe that I prayed for that hundreds of times? Next photo. This is my brother Aaron. And when I was older, our friendship just grew and grew, but it was hard. Thanks for that photo. I took advantage of my brother. He almost became a slave to me. And I had issues. Aaron do this, Aaron do that, Aaron do this, Aaron do that, Aaron do this, Aaron do that. And I felt that I had entitlement now, that someone owed me something. And I chose it would be my brother. My brother and I are best friends. And I've asked for forgiveness from him. And I'll tell you about him later. But at that sensitive age, look at this photo, I was 6. 2 years after this, I had thought of committing suicide. At age 8, I tried to commit suicide. So at age 8, I thought of committing suicide. At age 10, I actually tried. I looked at my life and I said, you know what, God? If you're not giving me arms and legs, then you tell me what's going on. I don't believe in you until you make sense. And I didn't talk to God for 5 years. And at age 10, I went into my bathtub and I told my mom and dad I want to relax in the bathtub. There was only one way to commit suicide and do it right and give myself enough time so they cannot resuscitate me or bring me back to life. I was drowning myself. And as I rolled over the 3rd time in the bathtub, I saw in my mind, as I'm letting out all my air and trying to choke myself with water and inhale water, I saw my mom and my dad crying at my grave, wishing they could have done something more. And I didn't want to leave them with that pain. So I decided to stay by the mercy of God. And parents, let me tell you one thing. You can't enough tell your children, I love you, you're beautiful, I love you, you're beautiful, I love you, you're beautiful. When they shut the door, I love you, you're beautiful. Go to the window, I love you, you're beautiful. It was the persistent love, prayer, and faith of my parents that kept me here by the grace of God. I miss my dad. I gave my life to Jesus Christ at age 15, reading John chapter 9. A man was born blind, no one knew why he was born that way. Jesus said it was done so that the works of God will be revealed through him. And he didn't sit the blind man down and said, hey blind man, my name is JC and I'm the healer. And I'm going to spit in the dirt and give you a facial. And after we take the mud off your face, you're going to see. Put your hand up if you've ever asked God what's the plan. If he actually gives you the plan, listen, if he actually gives you the plan, then where do you need faith if you already know the plan? Is it not the epiphany of our faith walk with God that despite what you see, despite what you feel, despite what you know, I will hold on to the promises of God. And even if I lose everything, I will worship Jesus the King who sits on the throne. Arms and legs or not, it doesn't matter. I stand in front of the gates of hell and redirect traffic. That's my calling. And when you stand in front of the gates of hell and redirect traffic, it gets hot. I tell you, some people are like, oh, I don't know, I gave my life to God and it just got harder. Good. Because if everything's going smooth and you're on the pina colada trip for 90 years, I don't think you're actually standing where you're supposed to be standing. We are not here to enjoy, we are not here to exist, we are not here to coexist. We are here for war. We're here for war. In the spiritual realm. And the war of the souls. And then multiply and be good stewards with what you have. Simply, by the grace of God, I'm stewarding this. I'm stewarding 14 million social media fans. I'm stewarding the relationship with my wife and kids. Sorry, we didn't actually show them at the very beginning. We're gonna have to find them, guys. I have to show you my wife and kids. But this is the next photo, 19 years old. I said, God, if you heal the blind man, awesome. If you heal me, awesome. If you don't heal me, awesome. But I give you my life. 19 years old, right there. Right after I gave my life to Jesus Christ at 15 years old, you know what my dad told me? The stock market. The stock market. He said, son, you can put time into money, but you gotta put money making money for you, or you'll never get ahead. I loved him so much that I went into options trading. I spent $1,700 as a 16-year-old to go learn technical analysis, which means the charting. Me and my brother went, and no, let me tell you what this is. This was 3 years after us being options traders. We made anywhere between 25 and 85% in 14-day trades. People don't understand that this is our